Hey guys, there's only one day away from when I started the trip, so I thought it's a good time to actually show you the stuff that I'm going to take with me. There's not much of it, and I think the keywords that you're going to hear in this little presentation is like small, light, micro, these sorts of things. So yeah, let's start maybe in this section here. So I have two pairs of cycling clothes, which consist of like bib shorts with extra thick padding, because you want to be kind to your behind, and a couple of cycling jerseys. I have a lightweight rain jacket, and then for off the bike, I have just a thermal base layer in case I don't know if it gets cold or something, and then the rest of it is just literally pair of pants. Polo underpants and socks. They're going to go in a waterproof bag. I have some normal shoes for off the bike, sneakers, and then I have my cycling shoes, and then I have some waterproof overshoes in case I need to cycle through the rain so my feet don't get wet. So this is this section, and moving on to here, I obviously have a passport, and I have an old school offline map, paper map, and a compass in case all the electronics I have just stop working. Probably wouldn't need that, but I'll take it for the fun of it. Then here I have all the spares and tools for the bike. So I have a couple of spare tubes. Then I have also patches if I get really unlucky and I get a puncture a lot of times, which hopefully shouldn't happen. I have tire levers for changing the tubes. I have a multi-tool with all sorts of Allen keys and screwdrivers. I have a pump. I have a mini lightweight lock, which should be handy. Then moving on to the electronic section, I have a thick, heavy battery that my brother gave me for my birthday a couple of years ago. So thank you, my brother. This is actually quite handy because it can charge my phone 3 times, so if I can't get hold of electricity for a long time, which shouldn't happen, but still, I can rely on this. I have my lights for the bike, mounts for the camera, GPS unit, and then all related like cables, chargers, and like an adapter for these things. I have a first aid kit, which is courtesy of one of my colleagues, Steve, who always takes care of me, with some things in there like paracetamol and all sorts of bandages. Then the hygiene section, I have a toothbrush, deodorant because you do want to make friends wherever you go, sunscreen, pretty strong one, courtesy of my friend Nikos here, so that I don't get burns on my cheeks. This is another part of the butt saving things, the chamois cream. Then in here I have tablets for electrolytes. So I'm going to take on the bike wherever I go, I'll take 2 bottles of water. This is 750 ml and this is 500 ml. So one of them is going to have a tablet of electrolytes. The whole purpose is you don't end up needing so much water, you kind of keep it in. So that's that. And then this is, I don't know, I'll take some protein which should help me recover after we try it out. Then in this part here, it's the bulkiest part of the luggage. I have the tent, which is bulky but it's actually quite light. I have the mat, which is inflatable, and I'm going to put that in the tent and lie on top of that so I don't lie on the ground. This is the sleeping bag, obviously, it's in a waterproof bag. This is a mini micro towel, which is should be handy as well. Now this is another thing my colleague Steve gave me. It could potentially be a lifesaver. It looks like a massive crisps bag. It's basically a foil thing that you wrap yourself in if you're really cold, and it keeps apparently 90% of your body heat. So if you end up in trouble somewhere in the mountain, you need that. I have a bunch of ropes and bungee ropes because you always need those to pack around if something, I don't know, breaks with your luggage with straps and you need to tie something. So those are always useful. Oh yeah, and I have the chain loop because I like to keep my chain clean. So I'll show you in a second how we're actually going to pack these things. But generally we're going to have the tent going in this saddle bag. It's going to go at the bottom of it because it's the heaviest bit and it should be at the very bottom. And then we'll fill the rest with as many clothes as we can and shoes. Then all these little bits and pieces go in this bag, which actually it looks small but it can hold a lot of things. And this kind of attaches to the frame of your bike. This is another one that kind of attaches to the top of your frame, which will contain the battery and the ropes. And then these two are actually going to be tied directly onto the frame. This is going to get tied to the handlebars, and this is going to get tied on the frame of the bike using some rope. I actually remembered some knots that we used to do at the kayak place I used to work at years ago. We used to tie kayaks on top of cars, so pretty handy. Yeah, let's do it. Let's see how it looks. There you go, we're ready. So these clothes, I guess you always wear one pair of clothes so you never pack them. And then you have the saddle bag that's going to go on my saddle. This is going to go on the frame, this is going to go on top of the frame, this is also on top of the frame, it's going to be tied. This is going to be on the handlebars. For the food things, actually I'm going to take this and kind of carry it in my bag, because it will progressively kind of disappear, so it's not very heavy. I can afford to do that. I can also carry my passport and my wallet, things that should be kind of secure with me. Yeah, bottles, these things are always going to be mounted on the bike. That's it. That's lightweight luggage that you need for a 1,300 kilometer bike ride. So yeah, that's it. And yes, we do have a naked sumo baby on our table. So there you go, deal with it.